I'm a novelist and playwright and film historian and cinema impresario, if you will, known in some parts as the Czar of Noir because of the Noir City Film Festival that we do here in San Francisco. But I've had an association with the Thrillpeddlers since they have been ensconced in their home at the Hypnodrome in San Francisco since the very beginning.
I had no idea what Grand Guignol Theater was. I came to see it after he said he had this theater company, so I said, well, I better come and check that out. And I was amazed at the type of theater it was. I had no idea that it was so bloody and sensual, and I mean, it's San Francisco theater.
Grand Guignol, it's horror, right? And they never think of film noir that way. Film noir, if it fits neatly into a genre, is crime. So, I mean, to me, this is like horror crime.
Forever, and you'll never have to go to bed at all.
I'm Eric Wirtz. This Shocktoberfest, I'm playing Brendan McDonough. He's an investigator of a crime. It's set in the 1930s. He's kind of an Irish cop investigator. Well, he's kind of a weird guy. He's kind of known around town as a Sherlock Holmes kind of person. He's got a reputation in the paper.
The drug is, it's an original Grand Guignol play by René Breton, and it intrigued me because a lot of Grand Guignol plays are about the loss of control when people cross that line, and so you'll see a lot of drug use in the stories, and this one is about opium. And originally the play was set in Saigon, and it was because of that. It had a very French background in French Saigon. So my idea this time was, let's bring that one back, and I want to rewrite it so that it's set in San Francisco. Well, the Grand Inquisitor has the most amazing life story because I call it a noir fairy tale based on actual events. I'm also curious to see how this play resonates with a contemporary audience who may or may not be familiar with the subject matter of the Grand Inquisitor, which does involve the legend of the Zodiac. I think that the story plays very differently for people who are familiar with the Zodiac and those who are not familiar. I think it's effective for both, but I'm real curious to see how a contemporary audience takes this. Bonni, Suval, and Mary Gibboney are just spectacular in this piece, and I have just had the time of my life directing this thing again. An obvious explanation, which is the second play on the bill, was completely conceived and written for this space, to be done at the Hypnodrome.
For obvious explanation, I play Frank, who is your typical film noir. I wouldn't call him a gangster type, but definitely a shyster. Like definitely always trying to work an angle, that kind of guy.
I play Lucky, a man who has lost all of his memory and is trying to piece together his life.
And so my idea was just how many character types and bits of business and little things that you love to see, the outraged face slappings and the gun appearing unexpected. How much of this can I cram into the shortest amount of time possible so that it's almost like film noir as a Roadrunner cartoon or something, The other day I thought about it and I said, all these Grand Guignol stories are about people's final decisions. That's kind of what these stories are all about. It's like, this is the tale of the final decision, which is very much a film noir concept, doing that thing that, casts your fate. There's no going back now.
The devil, from Charleston to Disco.